Scrub Bears, it's Chris. So in this video, I am going to be talking to you guys about my new hair. This hair is a little bit different than what you're probably used to seeing me rock on this channel, at least. The technique that I use to achieve this hairstyle is something that is really familiar to me. As familiar as me rocking this well over 10 years ago. Ooh, it's been more than that. I graduated in 2001. I don't give a hell. 2001, I graduated. Yeah, I'm not ashamed of my age. How you doing? And I rocked this and at least I want to say my freshman year, maybe even my 8th grade year. So that is clocking a lot of years back when I used to wear crochet braids, okay? So this is a new and improved, inventive way of something that is so old, just like a lot of things that are sort of coming back in trend. If you live long enough, you get to see a couple of things repeated once or twice in your lifetime, and this is one of those things that's kind of repeating itself. What I mean by new and improved, if anybody is familiar with how the old crochet braids used to look in comparison to how it is now, it was literally just like strands of random hair, very poor synthetic fiber, very kind of machine braided hair. You can kind of tell it looked so unreal, but it was the business back then, and we just all rocked it in different colors and flavors and stuff. In recent years, I guess as recent as really the last 6 months, crochet braids have been making a huge comeback. Okay, come back in a major way. They've improved on everything from the type of synthetic hair that they use, or synthetic fibers, I might say, that is more superior, easier to manipulate and work with, to the actual braiding styles and patterns, and amazing. Like, there's a plethora of just different types of crochet hair that makes wearing crochet hair even more convenient and mostly even more fabulous, right? The hair that I am rocking, and I do have a separate video on how I braided down my hair and installed these crochet braids, but the hair that I am rocking in today's video that I'm going to review is from the Vivica A. Fox collection, and this is the Senegalese jumbo twist hair. And I use roughly about 4 1/4 packs. What I love about the hair, first off, let's just say first off, not even the style of it and the look of it and all that, because that's a given. I looked at it and I said, yeah, I'm gonna buy it because I love the size of it and I felt it. I love the feel of it. But right off the bat, when I read the package and I decided I was going to get this particular brand over other brands that sell similar twisted hair, is the fact that it was very specific on the packaging how many strands of hair comes in each package. On this package, it said it came with 25 strands of twist, and that was just, it blew me away. That is exactly what I needed to know. It makes my job so much easier to go towards a company that is very specific as to how many strands that you're going to have per bundle, and I just haven't noticed that in any other company before. I just haven't noticed it. That's the first thing that made me say, yeah, I think I'm going to try this out. And the other things that followed behind, as I mentioned before, I did have a chance to kind of feel the actual crochet twist, and I love the way it felt. It felt super lightweight. It felt very soft, which is quite impressive when you're dealing with synthetic fibers. It felt like beautiful black hair that had products added to it to achieve a twist style. So I love that. Another thing that I did love about this hair is that the twist itself was incredibly neat. Incredibly neat. What I did was I compared the Vivica Fox brand Senegalese twist to other companies' Senegalese twist. In my opinion, this just felt neater. It just looked neater to me, and I love the ends. The ends just looked better to me. It didn't have like super straight ends or anything like that. It was just like naturally, the twist just naturally ended. So as I mentioned before, I use roughly about 4 1/4 packs on my hair. And in a separate video, which I linked for you guys below, I did show you guys how I my braid pattern and how I just generally put the crochets in, just in case you guys want to see how I put the crochets in. There's nothing magical about how I put crochets in. It's just like any other video you've probably seen on YouTube. It's the same technique. I don't do anything like crazy or, you know, innovative or anything like that. It's pretty straightforward. But I just wanted to show you guys just how much hair I had left from the pack, and it probably was a little bit less or a little bit more than a quarter that I used. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Actually, like a lot less. So I technically used 3 strands. I technically used 3 strands out of the fourth package to complete my hair. And this is, you know, of course, the finished look. I use a little edge control, honey. I have a lot of my edges out because my edges are, it's a frailty. It's a frailty, honey. It is very frail. So I try to put as little stress on my edges as possible, okay? And with that being said, whether I'm wearing wigs, weaves, or braids, I don't care if I have 2 inches of edges not braided, it will not get touched because I spent a lot of TLC trying to restore it back to health. And it has a long road. It still has a long way to go, and I'm not going to compromise it for no hairstyle, okay? I do have a lot of my edges out, so that can be the difference between, you know, either 3 strands out of the 5th package or 8 strands out of the fifth package. I don't know. It just depends on your general density around your hairline, if you want to put that strain on it, or if your hair can take it. If it's strong enough, honey, just go ahead and pop those mugs on if you want to. I left mine alone, so I'm working with a lot of hair left over from that package. At least in my beauty supply store, the Vivica A. Fox Senegalese twist hair was priced at $9.99. So that sounds like $10 to me. How does that sound like to you? So it's $10 a pack. And I think that it's reasonably priced. You know, as the market becomes more and more saturated and oversaturated, of course, you're going to have competitors. It's going to have varying price points that start anywhere between $4.99 a pack to, you know, hopefully no more than $9 a pack for hair similar to this. But with that being said, I mean, even if you gauge it all, this is probably on the pricier end of the spectrum in terms of this particular hair, and it's completely worth it. Like I said, from the quality of the actual crochets itself, the fact that it's nice and lightweight, and the fact that you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, and you actually know how many pieces you're rocking with every bundle or every package that you buy. I think it's completely worth it. I can say to note that if you maintain your hairstyle correctly, you maintain your crochets correctly, you're very, you gingerly take care of it with your general maintenance, you can use it over and over again. Another point I wanted to bring out, though, is the versatility of this particular hair. And I would imagine similar hair that's pre-twisted like this. Obviously, you can take it down because it's not like glued at the bottom. It actually is just loosely twisted at the bottom. It's not burnt at the tips. It's not sealed at the tips or anything like that. So you certainly can like take it apart and create a beautiful twist out texture. And with the size of this hair, the twist out is going to be like even more defined and gorgeous. I actually got introduced to this hair when I went and bought some hair for one of my clients who wanted a particular style. So this is how my client's hair looked after I actually put the same twist hair in her hair and I untwisted it because she wanted sort of a, you know, loose twist out style. But it looks amazing. It looks gorgeous. She looks gorgeous. She was fierce. I did her hair and her makeup, honey, and you could not tell her anything at all in that moment. And I was just so excited. So I just wanted to take note to that this particular hair is extremely, extremely glamorous and versatile. So I love, love, love that about this hair. I do want to also say, and I'm not going to always say this, but I may not say this again, or I may not make it a habit of saying. This particular hair I bought myself with my own money. And I want to say that because I want you guys to know the things that I review and the things that I kind of look for when I am using a product, wearing a product, reviewing a product, and taking the time to make you guys aware of a product. I consider this all across the board, whether somebody gave it to me as a gift, whether somebody gave it to me as a review opportunity, a sponsorship opportunity, or if I bought it with my own money. Because whether I spend money on it, I'm spending my time and I'm attaching my face to it. And contrary to popular belief, and maybe contrary to how other people do things, I don't twerk for bundles, okay? She doesn't twerk for bundles, okay? So I don't twerk for bundles. I don't pop, lock, and drop for lip gloss. I don't twirl for mascara. I just don't do that. I just don't do that. What I like is what I like, and what I tolerate with things is what I tolerate with things. What may be non-issues to me in terms of like whether I'm wearing hair, trying makeup, whatever it is that I present to you guys on the channel doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be ideal for you or a concern to you. But I'm just not going to put on a grand show and give a different perception of my enthusiasm for some things that's given to me more so than things that I actually spent my hard-earned money for. So I just want to just put that out in the atmosphere. I'm generally a very whimsical person and a little sassy, but I'm generally very whimsical, and I'm very, very optimistic. And because I've tried so many things over and over again, oftentimes I'll try something for the first time, not like it, only because I'm not really well educated on how to actually use a certain product. So now, with that being said, I'm not afraid to say if something is crap. If it's crap, whether I spend my money on it or someone sent it to me, it doesn't mean that I'm going to cuss somebody out and call them all kind of names if, you know, I spent my money on it. The only time I will act indignant, and I'm sorry I'm using this review time to say this, but the only time that I will act indignant or act out of pocket is if the occasion rises and the need is, there is a need for that. And you guys can draw your conclusion from that as you will. I hope that you never see that side of me. I know some people are like, Bessie, they might want to see that side of me. I hope that you never see that side of me. I just don't want you to see that side of me. I can get a little... I say all that to say this. This review and any review on my channel from the past, present, and the future will always be 100% real. And it's going to be exclusively endorsed by my opinions. That's it. So with that being said, I've never tried any product, any hair product from Vivica A. Fox, because honestly, I was not really feeling the wigs that is a part of her line, and I never really paid attention to any of the synthetic braiding hair prior to the crochet braids. But I can tell you, trying Vivica A. Fox's crochet braids in the Senegalese twist for the first time on myself as well as on my client, I have been, oh my goodness, overwhelmingly impressed. So I love this hair, and I definitely would recommend it to you guys. If you do not see the Vivica A. Fox Senegalese twist in your local beauty supply store, I will also send a link for you guys down below, so you can definitely check it out online if you want to. If not, hey, it's on you, girl. So what you want to do? Yes. That is it for my review. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys learned a lot about this hair, and learned a little bit more about me, your girl Chris. And yeah, make sure that you guys are thumbs upping this video. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel if you aren't already, because you are crazy, okay? I don't know why you're not subscribed yet, but you certainly can subscribe now. Make sure that you guys are following me on Instagram. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye, Square Bears. It's a vacancy. Edges don't live here anymore. Oh no. Just a tragedy. My edges don't live here anymore. Oh, 'cause the truth is they are gone, gone, gone.